Camille Claudel defied stereotypes associated with her femininity and created her own sculptural works. In the waltz, she portrays male nudity, which is highly controversial for its time, and gives her own vision of love through a spiraling movement involving a detailed work on drapery. Her sculpture evokes Klimt's The Kiss in the sense that it does not question traditional representations of gender roles in art. Rosa Bonheur was part of the realist movement and took a special interest in animals, studying their detail and painting them with precision. In The Horse Fair, she offers a view on ordinary aspect of life while highlighting its beauty. She did not feminize her painting in any way, proving that women didn't have to make female art to be successful. In her photograph of Fort Peck Dam, Montana, Margaret Burke White sublimates the industrial achievements of American engineering during the Great Depression. Her gender does not influence her work explicitly. On the contrary, her imagery contains masculine signifiers. Even though Barbara Hepworth's art involved a lot of holes, it was not designed to signify any sort of female sexuality. In oval sculpture number 2, for example, are voids or nothingness that is an integral part of the sculptures themselves. She wanted to create a form that would synthesize nature and the individual viewing it. In paintings like Fission, Bridget Riley promotes the idea that the painter has the power to create an illusion and perspective while remaining an abstraction. Her defiance towards theories generated by men is not manifested through her femininity, but through an introduction to a more complex vision of that theory. Eva Hesse can be said to be mostly known for her seeming obsession with absurdity, which became personified in the manifestation of the long metal wire that she added to her work entitled Hang Up. The original work consists of a blank canvas surrounded by a frame that she wrapped in cloth, creating a contrast between the hard texture of the wire and the soft nature of the cloth-wrapped frame. Nancy Holt's sun tunnels were laid out in the desert of Lucin, Utah in an X configuration. Massive in size, they had carved out holes on the top in the shapes of the constellations of Capricorn, Columba, Draco, and Perseus. These tunnels allowed Holt to remove herself from the institutional art of museums and able to explore the natural and outdoor art movement. Known for her experimentation with large-scale works comprised of rubber latex, Linda Vangelis' Bounce was comprised of pouring rubber latex on a waxed linoleum floor, subjecting the medium to the physical laws of gravity. Closely resembling an oil slick on the surface of a body of water, Bounce can almost be considered a sculpture as much as a painting because the latex is slightly raised above the ground. While many believe that Georgia O'Keeffe's works depicted female reproductive forms, she vehemently denied this, saying that she was not a feminist. Works like Music, Pink, and Blue were intended to reflect her personal feelings towards the natural world and the intangible. Zaha Hadid, who is interested in the universal and does not focus on anything specifically feminine, was an architect who could make buildings stir emotions in viewers, just as these signature towers in Dubai seem to be dancing together in motion. According to these artists, the most effective way to convey the ideas of equity and progress was through the expression of their own true artistic values and mediums, just like male artists would. The separation from gender and the subjects of their composition that was so central to these artists was important in the sense that it set them on an equal playing field with men. Individual rather than gendered artistic expression helped set forth the notion of progression within the art community, regardless of whether the artist was male or female.